Welcome back to Primitive Organic Garden. Today we're just going to do a very quick 60-second video update on how to ferment tomato seeds. First question you might ask is, why would you want to ferment tomato seeds? Say you have a prize-winning variety of tomato that you really like and you want to save seeds from that tomato so that you can grow a similar tomato again the next season. Saving your own seeds is a great idea. If you do this every year, you can continually select for plants that are more locally adapted to your environment, and you can save seeds from the most vigorous, highest yielding plants. Over time, you can run your own breeding program and even create your own local land races and perhaps even varieties. The best way to preserve tomato seeds for the next season is to briefly ferment them for a few days, then rinse them well, dry them well, put them in a container, plastic bag, envelope, and put them in the refrigerator until you're ready to use them the next season. You can ferment them a couple different ways. You can use a cup, you can use a bucket if you have tons of them. I just usually use Ziploc bags. So we're just going to take a tomato here and put it in our Ziploc bag. Close it. We want to make sure that we handle the tomato and we didn't wash it, because we want all of these ubiquitous yeasts to start that fermentation process. So our tomato here, there is some fructose and some glucose in the juice of the tomato, and the ubiquitous yeasts are going to turn that glucose and fructose into ethanol. And that's going to occur under anaerobic conditions, and then in a few days we'll open our plastic bag. In a couple days this bag will be, you'll see some gas build up in here. The plastic bag will be kind of taut. That's your anaerobic fermentation. The yeast are producing CO2 as they convert those sugars into ethanol. And then in a few days after this plastic bag is all ballooned up, we're going to open it, and then we'll have aerobic fermentation, in which a lot of that ethanol and some of the other leftover sugars will be converted into acetic acid, and basically we'll have a tomato vinegar. And going through those two different fermentation processes is a great way to reduce the likelihood of seed-borne diseases. You can pretty much not eliminate the risk, but significantly reduce the risk of seed-borne diseases by fermenting your tomato seeds. The alternatives to that would be to use some type of fungicide. And a lot of conventional agriculture, commercial tomato production, they dip tomato seeds in some type of synthetic fungicide in order to prevent diseases, because fermenting them, takes too long or is too much work. But fermenting them is the traditional choice. It's just as effective, if not more effective, than dipping your seeds in fungicides. It's much safer. It's the natural way to do it. After you've gone through those two different fermentation processes, again, it's really easy. You put the tomato in the bag, mash it up, let it sit for a few days, open the bag, let it sit for a few more days, and you can use any type of strainer. We're basically just going to open up, one of the bags that's been fermenting for 5 or 6 days now. And we're going to pour it over a strainer. You can use a coffee strainer, you can use really whatever you want. We're going to rinse it out. We want to use cold water, and we want to try to get, all the gunk and sugar and leftover plant material off of the seeds. Once we're pretty happy with the quality of those, we're just going to use some type of wax paper. You can also use certain types of paper towels, as long as the seeds don't stick to them. Put this under a fan. You generally want to spread these seeds out so they're not really touching each other. Give them enough room. Put this under a fan. Let it dry under a fan for a few hours. After they're completely dry, you can, put them in an envelope, put them in a seed packet, put them in the plastic bag, and the best thing to do with them is put them in the fridge. And that way they'll rack up some cold units, they'll have higher germination percentage come spring, and it also extends their shelf life. This was just a very quick video update here. I'm going to start trying to make quicker videos on more different topics. In the past, my videos have kind of been long and rambling, because I used to like to do a lot of original guitar music in the background behind the videos. But I think in order to get more subscribers and more views, I should just make more videos with a reduced amount of time. So we're going to have more quick video updates and less of the long videos. But again, today was just a quick update on how to ferment and preserve tomato seeds so that you can save seeds from your best tomato varieties. Thank you all for tuning in.